Momentum continues. Welcome to a special edition of the Hypnosis NGH podcast. Meet the presenters. I'm Eric Damon. Join us August 7th, 8th, and 9th in Marlborough, Massachusetts for the NGH Convention and Educational Conference. But you'll want to keep the momentum going with our post-convention courses. And now for today's special guest. So welcome everyone. Our special guest today, the one and only Dr. William Horton. He is the leading NLP trainer, master hypnotist, licensed psychologist, and certified alcohol and drug counselor. Is there anything else? Oh, he's got horses. What else do you do?
Act. I'm an actor.
Oh, absolutely. How could I forget that? We talk about it all the time, and I didn't add it in the whole intro. I'm sorry. But you're a busy guy is the whole point.
Yeah.
And you're going to be at this year's NGH Hypnosis Conference. It's happening August 7th, 8th, and 9th in Marlborough, Massachusetts. So we're hoping folks join us. And we definitely like to see a good crowd. Now, you're going to be doing a whole bunch of things this year. You're going to do, what you normally do, a post-conference program. And this year, it's a post-convention certification course. Want to talk to us about it?
Yes, and let me start by saying I think this is my 37th year at the conference.
Oh, wow.
I've been there every year since they moved to when they were in New Hampshire, the first year. And so it's been the second or third conference. I've been there all the time. Love going back. It's the one conference I try to never miss, and I highly encourage everyone to read it or to show up and attend it. Well, what's really cool this year, I'm doing the post. It's a 2-day, like Essentials of NLP, which is kind of like my thing is Neuro Linguistic Programming. And since we're all around the hypnosis world, like a lot of NLP trainings, I don't have to delve so much into like subconscious mind and this mind, how most of the people in that room know about it. So I can jump in and give the highlights. And so what I try to give everybody is, as I like to call, fast, friendly, and effective techniques that work, whether you're doing a hypnosis session or a coaching session or EFT or whatever you happen to be doing, it'll work great with that. So it's packed. It's a 2-day class. It's packed full of techniques and tips. And I've added a couple of hours on behavior profiling and deception detection, stuff I learned when I was at the FBI Academy. I was had the pleasure of going to Quantico, Virginia for a training. They brought me in to do some stuff, and I got to sit through some trainings. So I love sharing this information with people. It makes you a better hypnotist. And I will stress this, though, just to separate it. Whenever I talk about it at a hypnosis conference, people go, oh, it's a tool. Au contraire, it is not a tool. It is the toolbox. Whether you could put a hypnosis session or an EFT session or cognitive behavioral therapy, they all fit within a different framework. So that's kind of like what I like to do. And it's a 2-day training. And there's a bonus. Wait, there's more. Ginzu knives. If you sign up, and when the conference is over, I'll send you a recording of the entire, when I usually do a 4 or 5-day class. That's been recorded. Wow. So you get that, so you can do it. So if you want to get a regular certification as an NLP practitioner, I put that in. And because, like I said, I've been doing this since 1988 or 89. It's a while. Yeah, and I like the Guild because I will say this, they do more for the field of hypnosis. And now I would say coaching and NLP than any other organization. You put out information when there's a question with legal going on, legislation. When Dwight was alive, he had me do a couple things here in Florida, and so I encourage everybody to stay active. But the National Guild is the place to go to.
Well, it's great that we have folks like yourself who are so dedicated to being part of the NGH and also a master in your craft here. And this is definitely a program that people should think about taking. Again, the way it works with our convention is we have a pre-convention courses that go on before the 3-day convention, which is August 7th, 8th, and 9th. And then yours is part of the post-convention course, which will be the Monday and the Tuesday, August 10th and 11th. So people just basically you stay 2 extra days and you get in this certification course, which is always goes over well in the sense that people love your program. And if people are interested in signing up, is all they have to do is go onto our website at www.ngh.net and they can sign up for this post-convention course. But we don't only have you doing a post-convention course. You're also going to be doing presentations during the convention. There's two of them that I know of, unless you're sneaking in more.
I've been, yeah, sometimes they ask you to fill in. That's great.
But on Friday you're doing your 2 hour at 9 o'clock, which is the Inside Advantage Revolution. What's that about?
Gonna give you insight on, NLP and hypnotists. We like to think we can read people, right? And we can, visual, auditory, kinesthetic, body language, some of that. But I'm going to do a little bit of what I'll do at the Post, which is show you the things I learned at the FBI Academy, the things FBI agents and investigators, CIA agents who can gather information quickly and get an inside advantage on what motivates people, truly motivates people, and how to use that. So it's going to be a fun, fast course. It's 2 hours, so you get some hands-on. It's not just like a lecture. We're going to do some cool stuff.
And also you got another one on Saturday at 3 o'clock, social media addiction.
Yeah. Well, that's a big one. I'll admit I probably got it. I've been known to doom scroll, and how prevalent it is. I'm in a play right now, and it's funny. The director had to yell at people because they would be so engrossed in their phone, they'd miss their cue.
Right.
So he said, can we turn our phones off for the rehearsal period? Right. But I mean, this is prevalent everywhere. And it's because it was set up, social media was set up. They brought in people that were addiction experts to talk about what is the addiction, because whether it's alcohol, drugs, gambling, sex, even now social media, you're not addicted to the alcohol, drugs, sex, or social media. You're addicted to the dopamine drip it gives you when you get it. And this is the ultimate designed to get you addicted. And they just lost a big lawsuit over it with how it affects not just young minds, it's everyone. And so, but at the same time, when I use it as addiction, just bear with me for a minute. I haven't had a drink in many decades. That's how I got into this field, is after I sobered up, I became an alcohol and drug counselor and then went back to school. And then I met Elsa Eldridge, and then the late Dwight Damon and everybody else, and it just took me in a different direction. But the more we know about addictions, you could live without, ever drinking or getting high or even gambling, but this social media addiction is for a lot of us, it's much more like a food issue, because you have to eat. You've got to eat. You cannot just say, I'll never eat again. I haven't had a drink in 40 years, but it's like, you got to eat. And for a lot of us, if you're a small business owner, if you're doing certain things, if you don't have social media, and there's even just regular jobs now, they expect you to be, post on social media and do this. So it's like, can you moderate it? So that's what I'll be talking about. Some of the research they talk about, can you take it and moderate it, And
I think that's actually a great course to have, a presentation to do, because that happens a lot. You're absolutely right, where people are trying to multitask, and half of that multitasking is being on their phone looking up stuff.
Oh yeah. Or so busy. I remember I was at one of the this goes down to your family lineage, if you will. I was at one of the last performances of Ringling Brothers, right? Oh, yeah. When they were here in Florida. And it was funny watching all these people filming it. And I heard someone else lean over to the lady that was filming it and go, if you watch this, you might actually see it rather than on a little. And are you ever going to watch the recording? But that's part of the, social media,
That's very true.
Yeah.
So Dr. Will, he's going to be at our convention, and we always enjoy having you at the convention with us. I mean, not only are you going to be doing the two presentations during the convention, the 3-day convention, you're also going to be doing the post course. So anyone interested in signing up for the convention or the post course, it's real simple. Just hop onto the website, www.ngh.net, or you could call the office at 603-429-9438. Now, the last thing I want to leave with and ask you about, since you've got 36 years of coming to the convention under your belt.
Yeah.
Why keep coming? Why would you tell somebody if they came up to you and say, why would I want to go to the NGH convention?
Well, it's being part of we all like to be with people that are like us at some level, right? And you come to the NGH, nobody's going to look at you weird when you say you're a hypnotist or an NLP or a coach or things like that. It reminds me in a way of a more sociable version of when I have to go to a psych convention to get my CEUs for my psychologist license, right? It's like you're there to share with like-minded people. It's part of that tribe mentality, which we all want to be a part of. And, when I started going, I was really big in business building and all that. And it goes back to a guy named Jim Rohn, who used to say, if you want to be a winner in any field, find winners in that field and hang around with them. So I started hanging around with Jerry Kine and, Orman McGill and everybody at the Guild's friendly. That's the other thing. 95% of the people there are very friendly. The other 5% are just somewhat intimidated and overwhelmed, but it's like they share. I've learned a lot of things. That's why I keep going. And where it is now, it's a cost-effective hotel. Got a really good breakfast. I throw that in, right? And there's all these restaurants within walking distance. If you just come in for the 3 days, don't want to get a car, there's literally a gym, a couple of gyms and walking distance and all kinds of restaurants and food.
You act like you've been there before.
Yeah.
And I believe I've seen you on the dance floor, for full disclosure.
Yes.
Okay. So definitely, I want to thank you for joining us for our Meet the Presenters podcast today. And we can't wait to see you at this year's convention.
Looking forward to it as always.
Thank you for joining us for this special edition of the Hypnosis NGH podcast, Meet the Presenters. Be part of the community shaping the future of hypnosis, August 7th, 8th, and 9th in Marlborough, Massachusetts, at the NGH Convention and Educational Conference, and extend your experience with our pre- or post-convention courses. Sign up today at www.ngh.net, and we'll see you at the convention.